Welcome to the show. It's the UFC Magician. Today we're going to go over some last minute picks and parlays to make the day for UFC Fight Night. That's Taira versus Alex Perez. Let's get to it. First fight of the night, we have some women's MMA. Josephine Knudsen versus Julia Polastri. Let's keep it simple here, guys. I'm going to take Josephine Knudsen by decision. It's at plus 100. Safer play, you could take her money line around minus 200 right now. I think I like her UFC experience. I like her ground game and wrestling. She has almost 10 minutes of control time in her last 2 out of 3 fights. I'm going to take that. If this fight doesn't go away, it's probably by Julia Polastri getting the KO or submission, which I don't see. I'm going to go with Josephine Knudsen here. First play of the day. Next fight, Melquiesel Costa versus Shailene Nerdebink. We're not really going to go through any explanations here, just straight picks and parlays at the end of this video will be shared. I like Melquiesel Costa here. Catch him at minus 200. I think he gets the submission. Both coming off losses. You have the plus 425 at the KO prop and submission prop. I think the KO prop might be a little bait, so I'd rather go with the submission prop. Besides that, I'll take him at minus 200. On to the next. Melquiesel Costa. Jekka versus Weston Wilson. I like Jekka by KO here, clean and simple. Let's see if we get the odds for that over here. Weston Wilson been knocked down, can't even tell you how many times. Jekka minus 200 to win by KO. Probably should be the safest play. If you want to throw him at minus 355 in the parlay, go for it. But I'm not putting my money on Weston Wilson. Oof. Carly Judas versus Gabriela Fernandez. I think I'm going to pass this one, which I rarely ever do. But if I have to take my money on someone, I'll just put my money on Fernandez due to the experience. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Carly Judas in the octagon. On to the next. Nate Maness versus Jimmy Flick. We have a minus 575. I honestly normally don't touch these fights. I like catching the dogs. But Jimmy Flick is not one of those dogs. You could take Nate Maness inside the distance. Let's see what that prop's at. He's favored to win minus 250 by KO. Realistically, this decision prop is looking kind of juicy if you take that or the KO. I'm passing on this fight. Too big of odds here. Now to start the main card, the first dog of the night, Adam Fugit. Never been a fan of Josh Quinlan. Here you go, just so you can see some stats from them. I've never really been a fan of Josh Quinlan. Adam Fugit, the longest striker in this fight. Josh Quinlan has gotten his face dismantled every time he steps in there against a longer fighter. I'm gonna go with Adam Fugit. Well, with him his last fight didn't do me well, but I have good faith in him. On to the next. Asu Almabayev versus Jose Johnson. I like Asu in this fight by KO or submission at minus 150. I'm going to take it. These guys training at a Kill Cliff are all dogs, so we're going to ride with that. Next we have Garrett Armfield versus Brady Heiston. Brady Heiston, his last fight, said he wanted to be a double champ. I'm not rocking with it. I'm rocking with Garrett Armfield. I believe he's at minus 200. Oof. Plus 180 to win by decision. Odds aren't available here, but I know he's around the minus 200 or minus 190. Going with Garrett Armfield over here. Ooh, the biggest trap of the night. I'm looking for a pop-out performance by Lucas Almeida over Timmy Kwamba. Don't ask me why, but I'm doing it. Timmy Kwamba seems to be the heavier guy in this bout, both coming off losses. I think Lucas Almeida might really test it, finally come out with a victory in the octagon. Let's go Almeida. Oof. It's another tough one. Miles Johns versus Douglas Andrade da Silva. Don't do me like that. Sorry for that, 1 second. Miles Johns versus Douglas Andrade da Silva. Listen, I don't like this age difference in the cage. Even though Douglas always looks good, Miles Johns just looks like a tank every time he walks out there. I'm going to have to ride with Miles Johns. He needs to come off a good performance again. He's coming off a good win. I'm going to go with Miles Johns on this one. It's crazy to say because, you know, this guy's got a scary gas tank if he doesn't get the finish. But man, these old guys in the UFC always scare me. So I'm going to go with Miles Johns. This ain't no Jim Miller. Last fight of the night, Tatsuro Taira versus Alex Perez. You know, Tatsuro, I've been on him since his UFC debut. And I'm going to have to close the night with Tatsuro Taira over here. At -200, probably the lowest line he's been so far in the UFC. Definitely against his toughest competition. But I really have faith in this man. 15-0. This would be a good win for him over Alex Perez. If he gets him down, I think it's over. So, Tatsuro Taira, last leg of the night. Now, some parlays. I'll give you guys some nice 2-teamers, 3-teamers, and a crazy one. A few cards ago, a lot of cards ago, probably 10 cards ago, hit a nice 10-teamer, predicted the whole card. We do that. So let's go. First parlay of the night will be a nice 2-teamer with the first and last fight of the card. Josephine Knutson and Tatsuro Taira will be a nice 2-teamer. A nice 3-team play. A risky parlay play with the nice dogs. Let's bring them out. This one's going to be a nice 4-teamer. We're going to go straight through the whole card. Melquias Costa, Jekka, Aaron Fugget, and there you go. That would be the nice 3-teamer. A nice 4-teamer to end the night. Call me risky, say what you want, but I don't bet like a fan. I just give these picks out. This isn't advice. Do what you want to do. Last parlay to close the night out. We're going to go with Tatsuro Taira, Miles Johns, Lucas Almeida, Gary Armfield, Jekka Saragi, and Melquias Costa. That will be the big parlay of the day. If you enjoyed these videos, you enjoy these picks, let me know how you do. Remember, this isn't advice, straight entertainment. It's a good card. Not the biggest names, but you know you gotta do what you gotta do. UFC every Saturday will be here giving you live picks. This one's a little last minute, had some technical difficulties, but we made it through. Listen, this card starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with the prelims, 10 p.m. for the main card. Drop some comments, drop some picks, let me know who you like. Let's go. I usually ride with a lot of dogs, not too many dogs that I like this card, but you can't win every week. Make some, you lose some, but you make more. Good luck, enjoy your weekend.